It is February the 15th, 2022. It is NF Tuesday, time for the 2-minute shill. What is up, everybody? It's me, Steven, the voice of DeFi. Kind of getting started in here. I've got Christine coming up here. Yeah, there she goes. She accepted my co-host role. Glad to have everybody in here. On Tuesdays, we always have kind of a theme to each day. Turn down my music a little bit. We always have a theme to each day. On Mondays, we have Moon Monday. Yesterday was kind of fun as we talked about kind of the breakdown of the Super Bowl. But on Tuesdays, we set aside some time to do NF Tuesday. And there was one time whenever we would just talk about NFT news. But to be honest, we talk about NFT news in some fashion every day. In some fashion. Let me get you up here, Dre. But we started kind of doing a little different thing a few weeks ago, and it worked so well that we kept on doing it. And that is a segment we call the 2-minute shill. And the way the 2-minute shill works is basically we give everybody an opportunity that has a fire project that they want to tell the world about. Well, we will give them 2 minutes to be able to share their project on here. No longer 2 minutes. We actually will cut them off if they go too long. And we will then kind of discuss it if there is anything to be discussed. And I'll be honest, a few different things happened that we didn't foresee happening whenever we set up this. One, we learned about a lot of new projects. I probably saw that might happen. But two, we actually have had a lot of projects, hear of another project that, one project was here to shill their project. Another project was here to shill their project. They each talked. They had some common ground with each other. And then they start talking to each other and they collaborate. It's been a really good space to not just show your project, but to meet other people in the space that are also trying to get exposure for their project as well. So here's what I'll ask from you in here. If you are already in the room and in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen is a little blue button, if you'll tweet out the room and maybe even at somebody, maybe even tag somebody that has a project that you want them to have a voice for. The great thing about this is, of course, it is recorded, so it can, we can continue to use that recording, and you can go on for some time where they can hear about it. So up here with me, I'm going to bring Scroop up here because he's always good for the panel. You've got myself. You can find me on Twitter at Voice of DeFi. Up here at the top also, you can see Christine Barnum. She is here every Monday through Wednesday with TRADERVERSE as well. I've also got OK Andre. You can call him Dre. He's always good for giving some great feedback for your projects. You can see him waving. And Scrupula is up here as well, and he is a common contributor to NF Tuesday as well, always with great feedback for not just your project, but sometimes Scroop will even let you know about your presentation, which to me, that's really good too, because this is your chance to work on those skills. You need them. If you're really serious about your project, you're probably shilling your project pretty often. And, sometimes we can just tell you, hey, too many words, not enough words, too fast, you're mumbling, that sort of thing. And all of this can be really helpful too. So we'll try to do the best we can for that. How do we do the 2-minute drill? What we do is you will get 2 minutes. I will play this nice little, I have to turn down my background music, but nice little stopwatch. And then finally, whenever you're through, have to bomb that thing off. I may even just turn off my background music so we can do this the right way. But you will be able to do that if you have a project that you would like to shill. Make sure you request to come up here. Matter of fact, I see you, Spit Bucket. I'll bring you on up here. You can go first here in a second. But first, I want to kind of meet the panel. You've met me. I am Steven, the voice of DeFi. Christine is up here with me. Christine, how are you doing on this fine NFTuesday? I think I always catch Christine doing other things.
Oh my
She's
God.
doing yoga.
No, I was posting right now for TRADERVERSE. And I'm like, hey, come bring your project. And I was like, oh man, of course. And then I think I pressed post and I wasn't finished.
Oh no, where it's like a half of a sentence and
yeah. Oh my God. I'm good. I'm excited. I really have learned to like take in the NFTuesday 2-minute shills. I like it because we're learning so much about other projects, and then we're able to help people like with their presentations, because 2 minutes is, it's not too long, but it's not too short either. It's definitely a good attention span time frame for everyone in the NFT space.
Yeah, I actually have even thought about going shorter than 2 minutes, because we have a few people that finish quite a bit shorter. But then we've also got people that I think would go for 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. In other groups, they do. So yeah, 2 minutes is probably somewhere in the middle for people. But that's Christine. Up here also with me, I have Scrupulous. Group, how you doing?
Good morning. I am exhausted. Been in a lot of spaces lately, learning a lot, hearing a lot, and just mentally exhausted.
You may need do you need like a digital detox for a day or something to catch your breath?
I did that. I did that for like 2 or 3 days, and then came back, and it was like a swarm of information and new shit happened in the space, and then it was like massive overload. So it almost feels like maybe taking a day off doesn't help.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Whenever you get just fatigued and everything, especially here lately when there's just so many news stories, it gets to be quite a bit. Also up here with me is OK Andre. Dre, how are you doing today?
I am good. I actually just woke up. I was like, oh shoot, it's almost 9:30. I get out of bed. I missed yesterday. I was like, I need to. Well, yesterday was Valentine's Day, so I had to run.
Yeah, we'll give you
do all that. Yeah,
you get a pass for Valentine's Day. And yeah, if any of you missed yesterday, we actually had a pretty good session talking about the Super Bowl and everything. But we definitely had fewer people in here. I guess I don't know. It's a daytime show. Is everybody preparing for Valentine's Day? How do you prepare for Valentine's Day? A lot of stretching, something like that. Getting ready for the night, getting limber.
What do you mean a lot of stretching?
Wow.
You don't want to pull anything. I'm sorry.
Wow.
TRADERVERSE, can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah, you can go for it.
That's to you, Hawk.
I don't think Hawk sounds like that, Scroop.
I don't think so.
I think
Hawk. I think you need to stretch first, Scroop.
Yeah.
He said, "Paka."
I think Hawks are more like a. I don't know. I can't do it either. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Now we need a Hawk sound tidbit when he joins us.
I'm gonna get that. You guys need to hold me to that. I need we all need like theme music where I'm like, it's me, the voice of DeFi. Yeah. Yeah. And then Hawk has his own, and we all have like our own like intro music. So yeah, it's like if you guys are baseball fans, like your walk-up music before you go up to the plate. So I'll work on that. But I know Hawk needs a good Hawk sound. I know that's got to happen. So I'll make that happen.
Well, I just want to interrupt and say that the reason I believe it's called Hawks is because the sound they make is Hawk. Like,
what?
It's not Hawk.
Oh no, someone was calling.
You guys hear very me? High pitch.
Yes, it is. It's like Hawk.
I hear you.
Hawk.
Is that true, or are you just screwing
look
with us?
Look, Hawk is putting 100%, and he knows his name is Hawk.
I mean, he would know. He is, to me, he's like, in my life, he's the Hawk expert. So,
yes, and when I said that, he put 100.
Okay.
He's just being supportive.
Is that the only bird that does that? Like a turkey doesn't, like turkey,
No, it goes gobble.
Right. We don't call it a gobble.
I don't know why they named the hawk after the sound it makes, but don't shoot the messenger, guys. Just letting you guys know facts. So Scrupula doesn't go into spaces saying, "Paka, paka." That's a hawk.
All right. Well, I'm going to get the actual hawk sound, and I'm going to look up that fact. I'm going to tweet that out of hawk facts a little bit. Maybe that's my next trivia contest we'll have in here is hawk facts, which would be awesome. Well, let's start out with our 2-minute shill. I see we've got one project up here, the Spit Bucket, which has actually spoken on here before. Learned a lot about the Spit Bucket last, learned about the podcast, and learned about a little bit of a cool event that they're going to have over at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. So kind of want to hear a little bit about that. So Spit Bucket, I'm going to go with you first. So I hope you're ready to roll. But Spit Bucket, you are on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Caw-caw! All right, I'm ready for this. Well, thanks a bunch, DeFi. Thanks, Christine. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for this space to give us the opportunity to talk. So the Spit Bucket is a boxing brand. It's a boxing podcast, and we're looking to grow the sport. We're looking to grow the community. We're looking to give back to the sport. When I say give back, I mean former fighters who are injured, career-ending injuries, future fighters, putting spotlights on amateurs and kids, and obviously the current names, and also looking to give back to the fans. Our first collection is a collection of 150 NFTs. We call it our big head collection. If you look at our logos, we got 2 giant noggins. So it's 150 from our big head collection. It's just different variations of our logo. But what that will give you is access to our giant event we're having on April 16th at Cowboy Stadium. We've got the 2 largest suites in the building. And it's basically, you get an NFT. The NFTs cost around the same price as the nosebleeds. But it's not just about the events. That's kind of the fun part of it, the fun factor. We're on introducing our sport to a new audience. There's no presence of boxing or boxing brands in the NFT market or metaverse or anything. In addition, those 150 NFTs are guaranteed whitelisting you to our next drop, which is going to be called the Knockout Kings. 10,000 little kangaroos, different variations of kangaroos, different attributes that we're looking to bring them to life in the metaverse. We're actually working with architects and developers now to get you into there. But we've got a foundation called the TSB Warrior Foundation for injured boxers such as Gerald McClellan and Pritchard Cologne, who are pretty much vegetables now and have no way of supporting themselves because all they know is fighting. And then obviously get toy drives for kids. We're doing a big amateur event next weekend where we're emceeing it here in Dallas. So big plans for the brand, big plans for the sport, and looking to make a splash here in the NFT market.
Man, what a perfect 2 minutes that you just
What's that?
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Speaking of Valentine's, I'm good at 2-minute timing.
Jeez. I'd start with a stretch.
There you go, man. You teed me up. Alley-oop.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I really like your project. And for one thing, I'm a bit local to where you are. I really should look into this event on April the 16th.
Awesome.
Really just ask a follow-up question here. And do you have any other plans post-event for the NFTs? I know you have a cool utility of getting into that suite. But after that, might there be other events in other parts of the country?
Oh, absolutely. So the way I've been leveraging it to folks who aren't familiar with the NFT space is this is basically a season pass for all things the Spit Bucket. So we're I mentioned it last time. We're looking at either a target event of South Beach or Vegas come September of this year. So we're going to be having these pop-up events at least twice a year, and then we're looking to have a big giant event at the end of the year to close out, hand out, do awards for boxers, that sort of deal, comeback fighter of the year, that sort of deal. But we also want to make our end of year event an NFT event. So at least 3 events a year, 2 fights a year. Having access to our NFT will get you into those events, lifetime access.
That's awesome. Really cool project. I need to listen to your podcast. I'm one that, excuse me, as I lose my voice, I'm one that just enjoys a good podcast anyway. And, because I like to deal with voiceovers and things like that, I always am interested in hearing someone's podcast. So I need to fire up the Spit Bucket podcast and see what I find.
That'd be awesome, man. If you guys check it out, y'all see that it's not just like a glorified FaceTime conversation. We put a lot of effort, energy into it. We cover not just current events. We have a segment called This Week in Boxing History. So our goal is to educate new audience. Obviously, already the people that are going to be at this event, a lot of them don't know anything about boxing, but they're interested in the NFT market. So it's just kind of like a blending of 2 worlds. And we're hoping that that's put a new audience on the sports where we can ultimately grow this thing. So we've got tons of plans. If you give me more time, I can talk all day about what we've got working on. But I appreciate the 2 minutes.
Yeah, you're at the end of your time here,
Sure.
but I appreciate you answering my follow-up questions. For any other of you, the Spit Bucket actually just gave a great example of how the 2-minute shill goes. So if you've got a project that you want to tell us about, or you know of somebody that has a project, first of all, bring them in here, share the room, get them on in here. And exactly what the Spit Bucket did is exactly what we'll do. Request to be up here. I or Christine will bring you up to the stage. We'll talk about your project. We'll hear what you have to say. and then we'll be able to put you back down, or you can stay up here however we need to. If we need to make room, we will. But this is your chance to be able to get in front of a few people to really kind of share with them your project. It's one of the few ways that you can do it, and you can work on your presentation skills, because I have Christine, Dre, and Scroop, which can always help with your presentation skills and give a little bit of feedback. So until then, we don't have anybody that's coming up here and raising their hand, which surprises me. Usually we have a long list of people coming up here. What's going on, Christine? Where is everybody?
We had 3 people after waiting to go after Spit Bucket, and then they disappeared. I think they got nervous because his pitch was so good. And they're like, yeah, I'm out. And then
I had wondered that as he was going, if this was a bad one to start with, to make people feel like, because some people literally, they'll tell us it's their first time to ever talk about their project.
Yeah, I see some projects in here like Crypto Idols. Like, I would love to hear about your project. I know we'd want to know about that.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, especially ones that I don't know about. Here's one thing I also like about this segment is that it lets me know about projects that otherwise I absolutely wouldn't have known about before. So yeah, if you do. I do see one hand up, and I think I have a good idea of what this shill is going to be, but I'm going to go ahead and call on it anyway. Dre, what's up? You must know of a pretty fire project.
Yeah, there's actually a really cool project. Scroop's daughter is doing.
I was gonna let Scroop wait get me that one.
I thought he forgot about it, so I was like, you know what?
No, I'm waiting. I want others to come in first, but dude, this project coming up right now is gonna be phenomenal. Dude, check it out. It was an amazing idea that he had. My son now had this idea. He calls me into his room and he's like, "Daddy, look," and he's sick, so he picks his boogers and everything. And he had a booger that like Jesus. So we took a photo of that, and we're gonna start minting these boogers that look like celebrities.
Oh my god! Can we talk about how crazy psychedelics has gone though?
Psychedelics has gone crazy for sure. What's the floor now? 4?
4.2.
Jeez. I mean, it's went up. What does it went up in the last 48 hours?
It went from 2.5 ETH to 4.2. The C2 pass went from 1 ETH to 2 ETH. The C1 pass went from like 0.5 to 1.35 now. So for a full set, you're looking at over 8 ETH right now.
Wow. That's incredible. And they're doing it at a time whenever it's not just like the market is all moving up. I know ETH finally went above, $3,000 again. But yeah, Psychedelics Anonymous is doing fantastic. Man, is there any announcement or something they've had in the last 48 hours that have kind of contributed to this?
No, they did do an AMA over the weekend, which had some amazing updates that's coming, Psi token and the divine entities and things like that. But one of the whales actually came in and dropped over 500 ETH yesterday on the project. It was just sweeping the floor like complete madness. Like it was crazy just to sit there and watch this dude just buy like in a candy shop. Like he was just, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one.
How many did he get? Do you know?
Over 100, easily over 100.
Wow. Man, these guys with 500 ETH to spend, like whenever you're at the impulse buy section, you're at the checkout at Target or something, and you see like a candy bar. That's what these guys are like whenever they do that. Is just pick up, let me just pick up 100 Psychedelic Anonymous.
Yeah, and he loaded up another 500 ETH into his wallet, and supposedly he's supposed to go for round 2. So we'll see what happens.
Wow. Yeah, so PAs really went well. Dre, I was certain you were going to tell us about another project that you were aware of.
I was waiting to, we'll get that one towards the end.
Okay. You want to let the room fill up a little bit. That's fine. I know you know of one, so that's why I was waiting. Well, let me reset the room again because I want to keep on giving everybody a chance as we get new people in here. But it is NFTuesday, and on the TRADERVERSE NFTuesday platform, we give everybody an opportunity to shill their project. So if you have a project that you want to tell us about, you have 2 minutes to do so. Just request to come up. We will bring you up and we'll give you 2 minutes to talk about your project. Here's the thing about why you might want to do it. We don't have a lot of people right now, so you just might get a few extra minutes. You might get a little extra time than what you might normally see. So utilize this time because normally we have, 3, 4, 5, or 6 people waiting to come up to be able to shill their project, but not as many today. On everybody's worn out from Valentine's Day, but yeah, if you want to come up and tell us about your project, I swear every one of my Valentine's Day mentions are not talking about the bedroom, y'all. I see all y'all.
They
I don't know.
something. They didn't stretch enough.
Right. They pulled a hammy on Valentine's night. Yeah, but if you have a chance, then come on up here, and I would love to hear about it. If you don't, if you're in here and you're like, well, I don't even know what this room is, TRADERVERSE, a soon-to-be released audio-video streaming platform that will be completely centered around trading, whether trading NFTs, trading crypto, trading stock, and so all the community of traders will be all in TRADERVERSE. So it's definitely something you want to follow. Make sure you follow the account that I'm speaking from right now so that you can see whenever it is coming, because it's coming as soon as March. And we're getting close. It's February 15th today, so we're getting very, very close to March. Anything else, Dre, that that's really moving besides psychedelics?
So there is a new project that just came out, and it is called I don't know how people feel about this. Because there was a lot of heat on it for the OX Apes, but OX Azuki did just come out. And I mean, I think it's just more of a chance for the Azuki community or people that wanted to be in it from the start. So I'm actually looking at their page right now. I'm not telling anybody go buy it. Just look into it. I don't know anything about it, but they are trending on Icy Tool. So I like to check out the projects that are trending. And we do know the OX Apes didn't do too bad, so OX...
Man, they didn't. What am I not getting on that OX Apes? I wish I would have got in the beginning. It really did well, but right from the beginning, I was thinking this is just a Bored Ape knockoff with a yellow background. But
yeah,
I obviously didn't understand something because it really took off.
Yeah.
What's the floor on that?
It's only 0.35 right now. And going back to your point, TRADERVERSE, even though we probably could have made 0.3 ETH per off of it, I just can't support a project like that. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if it goes 10 ETH, I just can't support a project like that.
I mean, there is a lot of the Bored Ape community that does support it, which I was wondering is what's going on in the Bored Ape community for people to want to leave and join this, which is
who have you heard? Because I've been looking, and I know a lot of apes don't. So
there's a couple dudes that I follow on Twitter. This was Twitter posts that I seen when the whole thing of OX Apes first came out, and they were like, yeah, we support it. And they didn't, I don't know if they sold their ape or they just bought some of these apes. I did see one guy, and I don't remember the name, but he did say, and he might have just been trolling or whatever it is, because it's hard to trust what some of these guys post, but he said, I'm selling my Bored Ape, and he's moving to other communities, and one of them was OX Apes and also the Azuki community. But yeah,
sounds like a troll comment to
Interesting.
sell your ape, like one of the main elite projects in the space, to sell it to go into, I don't know, that I could see them investing in smaller communities, but I don't see them selling, if you're a holder of one of the most elite projects in the space, to go and sell
these guys get over it, because when I was in Crypto Skulls, they actually had a lot of people who sold their punks live with us and sold some of their Bored Apes and just aped into the Crypto Skulls. So I don't know if these people are, maybe they're just over it, if you're in it for a long time already and you just want something new, sometimes people get over things.
Do you think that swing trading is happening a lot in the Bored Ape community, where somebody thinks, okay, we're kind of at the top of the market, I'm getting this huge return for my Bored Ape, I'm going to sell it with the intent to buy another one after the market dips a little bit? How often do you think that happens?
Oh, for the guys who have a lot of them, for sure. I think the guys who kind of have a couple or maybe one or two, they are holding because, you kind of you don't know what's going to go in the market. And if you take that chance and they shoot up, then you're like, damn, I mean, it's still a lot of money, but those guys for them, they're dealing with that on a daily, and I feel like there is definitely some swing trading going on, but for the guys, I feel that have a lot of them.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to do it if you feel like, because if I just had one, and exactly what you said, now granted, if I had one with my budget and all things were the same, and then I sold it, and then all of a sudden the market went up instead of down, and then I would feel, I don't know, I'd feel like I made a really stupid move. But if I had 5 of them and I sold it and it went down, I guess I'd be like, that kind of sucks. Maybe it'll dip down again. But I've got 4 other ones, so
yeah,
4 other ones.
And right now, especially, the market kind of stands still. Like, I'm looking at a lot of these projects, and there's not much fluctuation between where these, like, where their floors have been sitting. Like, Azuki's been sitting right around 10 to 15 range. It hasn't gone up, hasn't gone down. Same thing with Clone X. Mutant Ape, same thing. Uh, the Monolith, same thing. It's sitting all around 5E. So there's not much of a big fluctuation or volatility in projects right now, because I think, not many people are buying at the moment.
Yeah, there may not be as much, more just market movement. I can see we have another person up here, another NFT project, and this one is a good friend, Jaws NFT. First of all, I just want to ask, Jaws NFT, are you here to shill for the 2-minute shill?
Sure, why not? I'd love to.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, let me tell you how this works is you will have 2 minutes to tell us everything you can about the Jaws NFT project. Tell us everything you can about it. It's your elevator pitch. So you have 2 minutes like you're on an elevator headed down and you see Scroop and Dre on the elevator and you're trying to tell them as much you can before we get to the bottom floor, which for whatever reason is taking exactly 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes. I'll put you a timer on here. And if we have any follow-up questions, we will ask that. So Jaws NFT, you are on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Am I on? Can you hear me?
You're
okay.
on.
10,099 1980s Miami Vice vibes. Jaws sharks swimming to Jaws Island in the metaverse. Gambling degens and Jaws crypto casino bullish on shark bites. Sports fanatic FinFam sharks in fantasy leagues. Watching the game under neon palm trees. Lady and degen Jaws might just fall in love and make baby sharks. Do, 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 do. A Jaws Mint donates to charity based on community votes. And we're having a in real life launch party in Houston, Texas after sold out mint. We are minting 2/22/22. And if you buy a high roller Jaws out of the 22/22 collection, you get Bitcoin dividends.
Woo!
And
You didn't even take up a minute.
I
did. That was very fast. So you get Bitcoin dividends with the NFT that you buy on the high roller NFT. Did I understand that right?
Yes.
Interesting. Any information on the return? I know you can't really say because you don't know what the price of Bitcoin will be. I guess what I'm looking, I don't know what I'm asking here of how many Bitcoin come per dividend, how fast is the mining, that sort of thing. Is any of that information available?
Well, actually, I just talked to an influencer while you were talking. He was asking about us too. They're asking also about the Bitcoin. So the numbers are all, if you go to jawsbtc.com, I'm going to refer you, because there's a lot of legal terminology you have to be really careful with. So I would like to refer you to where the lawyers and the security law firm that we're working with has it all nicely packaged. It is under the hamburger menu on jawsbtc.com. There is a investor pitch deck and we have promised on those Bitcoin dividends. We under promise, so the goal is to over deliver. Some alpha.
Smart.
Now, is the project is going to be minted on ETH, BTC?
Ethereum. Now, we were 2 days away from the Coinbase NFT drop, but yes. Jaws, we do want the Jaws brand, just like you have your brand on every social media platform, right? We want the Jaws brand to be on every marketplace. So we do plan to have drops on Coinbase NFT that are Jaws in the future and on crypto.com, so we can reach multiple verticals and marketplaces and really serve the greater NFT community.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
That is cool. I like the idea of an NFT that's backed by mining. That's kind of interesting. And the only reason I say that is you just heard Dre and I talking about buying NFTs, and then maybe you sell it and the market falls out from under you. When it sounds like if the market fell out from under you while you were holding, it at least might bring you back some dividend.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if you're in on the mint. You have to mint it because.
I think you rugged for a second there, Jaws. Oh, I think it's external rugging, not internal rugging. Christine, I saw you with your hand up for a second. Did you have a follow-up?
I think she's back. Lovable, are you back?
Oh, I rugged for a second. I'm sorry. So my co-founder at Tyler from Jaws, his vision was to mitigate the risk in buying NFTs, where no matter what your initial investment, say the investment on the 2222, it mitigates the risk because eventually, you get that paid back in your BTC dividends. So
Love that. Good idea. Good idea. Really unique idea with Jaws NFT. I've seen Jaws NFT around, and so make sure you give them a follow there at the account that she's speaking from. But fantastic little 2-minute shill, and make sure you come back. By the way, like the Spit Bucket, if any of you guys didn't know, he did his shill last week and then did it again this week, and I could see improvement from week to week. So make sure you guys aren't doing just one time. Make sure you come back, and also it helps you hear the same projects more and more. And what do they say for advertising? You need to hear things like 7 times before you actually act on it. So
exactly, that's the lucky number 7. That I'm a marketing background, so yes.
Oh, see, maybe I do know marketing.
We got Maha back in here too.
He's coming in for second pitch, and it's going to be even better.
This one's going to be even better. All right. Well, Maha, I am going to call on you. I had one other person come right before you, and I'm going to do that. And then Maha, don't go anywhere unless I know last time you had an appointment you had to get to. If that's the case, then somebody tell me. But I'm going to go.
His toes done. He texted me. He got a little pedicure. I'm just kidding.
Got to get those calluses grinded down a little bit. All right. Well, before we go to him, let me go to Dow B&B, which I'm interested in. Dow B&B. I don't know that I'm familiar with this project, so let's hear about it. Dow B&B, you were on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, so the quick and dirty on it is Web3 meets timeshares. So what we're doing is it's called rental arbitrage. We'll be corporate leasing and renting the units out via Airbnb and short-term rentals. And so if you buy the NFT as a holder, you will get 3 nights per year for free forever. And then we have a Black Card membership, which will get you 12 nights per year. We're working on a profit sharing model or some sort of reward model. But again, with legal compliances in the US, we're still trying to navigate those waters. But yeah, so 0.175 for the silver card, which will get you 3 nights per year in our Airbnb network, and 0.7 Ethereum for the black card, which will get you 12 nights per year.
Gotcha. Interesting. I had I completely had in my head that you were on the BSC network because of your name.
Yeah, that's been kind of a misnomer, but it's really for bed and breakfast. It's a play on the
it makes
Airbnb.
sense. Yeah, it makes complete sense now. I'm just telling you what I initially thought from seeing that. So so whenever you get it, you get up to 3 nights. How's it going with the network, with getting people to offer up their B&Bs for you to be able to stay there?
Yeah, so because we're using rental arbitrage, our per unit cost is around $7,000, and so we have a really aggressive expansion plan. We're shooting for 500 units by the end of year 1, and then we've just had a crazy amount of support, just because the financial freedom movement is so big right now. Everybody's wanting to get into buying properties, long-term renting, short-term renting, and so they see it as a way of like buying the NFT, not only getting free nights to do travel to like ETH Denver or NFT New York, but also as a way to long-term rent to us and get a pretty much guaranteed income from it, and then learn how to do short-term rentals, and we walk them through it.
Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. So the cash flow is really good.
Any Christine or Dre or Screwgroup have any follow-up questions to that? That's an interesting project. I've never heard of anything like that.
I actually really like I was looking at I was looking at your Twitter because I was like, oh, okay, what is this? But go ahead, Dre.
Oh no, I was going to say the same thing. I actually had heard about it because I remember the other day I was like, guys, there should be an Airbnb in Web3, and they're like, there is. It's called Dow B&B, and I was like, what? So I heard about it, but it's actually really cool that you're here in the space. I think it's a great concept that the Web3 community needs, and I will possibly be trying to get one of those cards.
Yeah. Can I
was just thinking the same thing.
Is there some passive? So is this like passive income to NFT holders?
Yeah, so the only reason we're doing Web3 is to be able to do a passive income. The free nights forever is a really huge perk. I don't know how many people will use it. I'm hoping everybody does. I don't know any other products where you buy it once and then you just get that thing recurring forever. But the passive income is a huge part of it for me, just to give back to the Web3 community and try to push the space forward. So what we're planning to do is the cards will get so 20% of net profits will go So yeah, we're trying to do a split where black cards will get a bigger percentage because it's a bigger cost, and then the silver cards will get a smaller percentage. So,
Oh, would you be interested in working with a project that gives back to the community? Maybe like one night free in an Airbnb if we all, the panel here is joining the Dow BNB project.
yeah, we're definitely open to collabs. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, shoot me a DM, or I can get with you after this is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a DM after this, and we can start working on something like that.
Yeah, definitely, because we all up here, the panel has a project that we are working to give back to the community, and it'd be really cool because even if I say I get the black card and I have how many nights free did you say it was?
12.
12. Would I be able to, like, say, give out a night to somebody in the community and be like, hey, look, you could use one of my black card nights to go to such and such, wherever that they're planning to go, Mammoth, Big Bear, Aspen, or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say the only downside you might have is that you would probably want to, okay, so security deposit, right? If you're staying in an Airbnb, you have to KYC, you got to put a security deposit. And that's so that they know that the place isn't going to get trashed, their name's not going to get trashed, that kind of thing. So direct booking through us, it'll be a similar process, just so that, we have some, financial responsibility to the property.
Definitely. Okay. Awesome.
Can't trash the room. Yeah, can't trash the room, Dre. But yeah, there you heard a collab kind of happening. And I actually encourage that for the different projects that are up here shilling on stage is if you see a chance to work with another project, unmute your mic and say, hey, can you DM me? Because we've had that happen multiple times on our 2-minute shill. So definitely do that if you get a chance. But thanks, Dow BNB. That is a great little, very short, succinct presentation because I think your concept is fairly easy to explain. But whenever people hear it, they have a lot of follow-up questions they want to have because they're kind of intrigued by the idea. So I appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah, appreciate that. Real world utility. Let's go.
Awesome. Love real world utility. Well, Maha has finally finished getting his DeWalt tools and kind of grinding down those nails and down the calluses. So Dre said he had a nice little pedicure going on, but it's finished now. So Maha, what's up? You came here last week and you told us a little bit about a project. Time number 2. Let's hear it again. You're on the 2-minute shield. Go.
I know. Okay, so nails look good. I feel better. A little more confident here. So last time we missed some major key points on this. So we are the People's Forums. We're play to earn and play to learn. The biggest thing is here we have 2 ways to enter. We have a Scholastic Funding way, which is pre-entry, and you know what you're going to buy. Those are going to be like continuous earning and passive income on the long run. We do want people to be able to feel like they are not only being able to learn like NFTs and stocks and crypto for themselves, but they're able to pass it on to other people or have these ways of like continuously growing their education. So the top tier is going to get you a random key every month, the middle tier is going to get you a glass key every month, and the bottom tier is going to get you 5 random keys at any time and at your discretion. I'll explain the key process a little bit more here in a second, but basically the keys are all meant to like unlock courses for you, and they're going to have different difficulties. A glass key is going to be our bottom tier, which gets you like a level 1 course. A diamond key is going to be our top tier, which gets you a level 3 course. Difficulty of courses is going to definitely depend on what your rewards are. Like a bottom tier can't get you the top rewards. A level 3 course is going to get you the top rewards, but you're going to have to like ace it at the top. So we do have a Penn State professor coming in to help us build curriculum. Give you guys a little bit of an idea how it works here. There's going to be a staking mechanism behind it because we are going to run a DAO as well. So as we're teaching people, we're going to be showing them how we're doing it. So we'll be buying NFTs, we'll be trading cryptocurrency, we'll be doing options trading, whatever it is out there that people want to see. We're going to engage in it and show them how it's done in real life, and then have courses that are actually measurable to make them say like, hey, cool, I saw this, I did this, and I can show you that I can repeat it well, and then maybe they'll go teach it to somebody else. So we're trying to just make sure that people are out there learning the best practices to educate themselves on finance and not get hurt and not get into rug pulls and not buy shit coins and stuff like that. So so how it's going to work though is a glass key, you go into a course, it instantly breaks into shards. Your shards are then going to still yield the same staking rewards that the key would have, but you no longer can enter another course. Once you complete the course, if you pass it, you'll get a random reward, which is going to be like a glass key, a diamond key, something like that. We're also going to send you a non-transferable NFT that gives you all the stats of how you did in your course. So actually is like kind of like a certificate or like a grade or report card at the end. That way you can't pass it off or buy credentials from somebody else. And we start building a true curriculum system inside Metaverse rather than having mainstream be the place you go to earn a degree or something like that. There's actually a way to go and say, hey, I went and had this professor teach me something. I don't need to go to the course and get a degree to show you I can do economics. So with that as well, we had the last one, which is your proficiency-based award. However good you do is going to be based on if you get like another NFT, if you get some just TPF coins, if you get, I don't know, let's say someone aces a level 3 course, like 100%, maybe they get something crazy like a doodle or PA or something like that. So
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a pretty cool project. I'm always interested in projects that educate people. And it sounds like that's one of the things you really want to be able to do is just kind of spread knowledge, which I think is great. Give me a little bit of a timeline. What's minting time, release date?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, Scholastic Funding is available. If you go on to People's Forums on Twitter here or thepeoplesforums.com, you can check out Scholastic Funding section and see all that. There's more of a breakdown how it works out for you. Our mint date we do have a tentative date for early March. We're not going to release it yet because we want to make sure we're spot on before we release anything. But we're looking at a 3,000 supply at 0.2. And we do have whitelisting open. Whitelisting prices are going to be 0.175. There are only 999 spots. We are going to give one discounted price for whitelist and then one early access at 0.2. So that way everyone can get 2 entries if they want to. That way, if you want to buy education for if you have 2 kids, this is not just going to be for adults. It is of all ages. And we will make sure that we are providing, the right type of information to the right ages as well, making sure it is digestible. So
love it. Education is a huge, huge market. I mean, look at some of the Web 2.0 stuff like Udemy or something like that.
Yes.
Is giant. So somebody's going to have some Web 3, education services available, and it might as well be the People's Forums. Everybody check them out. Check out the People's Forums. And, Majas came on here a couple of times. And don't be a stranger. Come here.
Won't be last. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yep. Appreciate it a lot. Looks like we have one other person, but before I bring them up here, I want to, we've got about 15 minutes left in the show. If you're in the audience and you're like, okay, I've heard all these other projects, wish they'd talk about my cool project, come on up here. Just request to come up here, hold your hand up once you get up here so I know to call on you. And I will give you 2 minutes to get the 2-minute shill going so you can tell us about your project. We can tell you a little bit about your presentation, maybe give a few follow-up questions, kind of the smallest AMA you'll ever be a part of. So come on up here. I see that we have one up here with their hand up. The Holy Ones DAO with Jesus, and I'm trying to look at this PFP here. Jesus wearing some sunglasses on here. What's up, Holy Ones DAO? You're on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing
Thanks for
great.
having me up here. I know I have 2 minutes, so I'll be pretty quick. So we've been building in metaverse gaming for a while now, specifically in Decentraland with the Aquarium Casino, which is currently the only working crypto play casino in the metaverses. We use Chainlink and Polygon, but I won't really get into that so much. But the Holy Ones is a DAO-driven ecosystem, gaming ecosystem that's dedicated to building out holy games. The holy games are wager to play or a risk to earn model. So basically, what our most unique feature is that we're taking 100% of our MIN profits and we're sticking them into the Holy DAO treasury to utilize for the build out of these games. Like I said, all games will be wager to play, meaning the games will require a wager either against a house or against another player, like a versus player. Then there will be a passive income model to this. So on the commercial front, it was important for us to give our holders the opportunity to receive the funds from the games that we're all creating together. So if you are a Holy One owner or holder, you'll be able to have access to 20% of the royalties off these holy games. Some of these holy games are, they range from blackjack and roulette to fun games like rock, paper, scissors, racing games, rock'em sock'em robots, etc. So that's pretty much what we're about. And all our games are hosted in the metaverses, specifically Decentraland and the Sandbox for now, and across several decentralized apps, so dApps.
Very, very interesting. So you guys are already minted and released. Do I understand that correct?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're actually releasing on the 22nd of February at 22 o'clock. So 02/22/2022 at 22:22 UTC. But we have had an existing gaming ecosystem for over 7 months now in Decentraland.
Is it possible that 2/22/22 will have the most? Could that be like the most minted day ever? Because I'm hearing a lot of projects on 2/22/22.
We thought we were so unique when we thought of that date, but as we get closer to the date, I assume that we're not.
Yeah, I'm very interested to seeing. I don't know where somebody could tell me where I can find minting stats like per day. I'm willing to bet it's going to have a lot of projects. I don't know if that means the most will be minted because who knows what the market will be like. But I think a lot of projects are releasing on that day, and that may be either good or bad for projects. To where maybe a lot of people are looking for good projects on that day too. Maybe big day anyway. But sounds like the Holy Ones DAO is excited and getting ready to launch. So I appreciate that. Anybody have any follow up questions for the Holy Ones? Not right now. That's all right. Yeah, that's what I got. That's all right. That's all right. I appreciate you coming on here and giving us a little bit of info. Christine, were you going to add something?
I was gonna say I like it. I was just looking at I like the artwork as well and the whole idea of it. So I followed.
I appreciate that, and I didn't want to talk too much about the art and the cryptoism aspect because I know there's only 2 minutes, but I encourage everybody to check out all of our our site, Discord, Twitter. We're all about a movement called cryptoism, and that's really about freedom in the metaverse, away from religion, away from hate, a place where we can all kind of be free and love each other. And I know that's an idealistic way of thinking, but we truly believe the metaverse is that place. So just wanted to end with that.
Web3 can definitely have a lot of aspirations where I think people will think that it will have a lot of differences from the trials and tribulations that we might have in the in real life world. So glad you're able to do that. We've got just a few more minutes, but now all of a sudden here is a lot of people coming in to shill their projects. So I'm going to hold you to a strict 2 minutes on here. Actually, I have some requests, but we haven't been here. I've got 3 people. Speaker. Uh-oh. All right. Have I just brought anybody? Christine, do you have 2 requests that, there we go. There's Kevin. I've got 2 requests, but I'm having trouble bringing them up for some reason.
Let me try.
Yeah, when you try, I click on request and it gives me a black screen. So first I am going to, while we're working on that, I'm going to call up Kevin. Kevin, looks like you've got a cool little horse PFP. Tell me about it. You're on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry, I'm fighting a cold, so I'll do my best I can. But I am part of the Lazy Horse Race Club. We are a team. We're on Abyssus Bay. We're part of the Crow family. We hold 10 in real life racehorses. We've already had 3 races. So long story short, we have a game that's in beta testing at the current moment. This project has been around since 2017, has an amazing foundation. You get a percentage of the real life racehorses races. Check out. I can't say it all in 2 minutes, but if you check out our white paper, there's tons of passive income, utilities. We have a barn cat drop that's about to happen if you own founding horses, and that was drawn by a DC Marvel artist, Chris Mad. He'll be in our space on Friday. I just cannot put it all in 2 minutes. Just check out our white paper. There's passive income from the real life horses. We're also part of a charity to help take care of the horses during race time and post life race time, as well as a foundation called Saddle Up, which helps kids that have maybe mental disabilities be around horses and things like that. So I'm sorry again, I have had cold, so it's hard for me to talk really fast. But again, we're on Abyssus Bay.
Yeah, you've done well. Matter of fact, you only took about 90 seconds there. You didn't even take a full 2 minutes. So you did great. Do I understand it that you are, I mean, this whole project is basically like a community-owned racehorse kind of. Do I have that right? Or
Exactly.
community-owned several racehorses.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
We're part of we have 10 in real life horse races. We've already had 2 races. We have another one coming up Thursday. And we get paid out dividends in Crow quarterly. If you own a founder horse, you'll get 1.2%. If you own a pony, which is being minted right now on Abyssus Bay, you get 0.8%. So the more you have, the more you get, type of thing.
That is really interesting. I don't know. I've got my gears kind of turning of the possibilities there. That's really cool that you could actually own a piece of a horse, and maybe get some of the winnings that they get if they win. It might make horse racing pretty enjoyable. Maybe you're not able to put in a bet for the Kentucky Derby or one of those major races, but you could own a piece of several horses here, and that might make it a little more interesting for you to do that. So pretty cool there. Pretty cool project, and I will make sure I keep up with what you've got going on. But don't be a stranger in here. I'd love to hear some follow-up with you.
Yeah, for sure, and I'll try to come back next time and be a little bit more healthy. But I highly recommend checking out the white paper because there's a lot to it. So it's a very big, amazing community. The game is going to be released in May. It's actually in beta testing at the moment. So there's going to be a bunch of people down at the Kentucky Derby to this game. So it's pretty cool. It's a great project.
Awesome.
Great community.
I
Appreciate
don't
you
know if you
coming
guys have ever been to a horse race, but that shit is fun. Like I've only been one time in my life, and it was we went to go bet on Jenny Craig's horse, and it actually won, and that was so much fun. Like, oh my god.
It looks like a lot of fun. Seriously, I don't live near anywhere where there's. Actually, I do live near a horse race. I need to go do it. I hear it's a lot of fun, so I need to check it out.
It's
We
really
also will
fun.
be racing in 5 different states.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Is Arkansas one of them?
Unfortunately, it's not.
Oh man, come
What
on.
states you got? What states are you guys going to be in?
Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you.
1, 2.
I know it's Texas, Louisiana. Right now we're racing in Delta Downs. That's in Florida. Those are the big 3 that I know off the top of my head. I'm actually on the white paper right now. So give me 1 second. There's tabs I got to flip through.
California?
No, California. None on the West Coast, unfortunately, because that's where I'm at. But I do know that right now we are in Delta Downs, and our race is live streamed. So it's a lot of fun watching that and hanging out in our spaces. Our spaces are usually open close to 24 hours. We have a special group, the Lazy Ladies. They do amazing. They do their own space on Thursdays, I believe, and it's just the ladies hanging out. So
There you go,
pretty
Scoop.
cool.
There's a group for you.
I'm kind of sad y'all skipped over Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas, so
Tim's not going to let it go.
I grew
Yeah,
up.
and Delta Downs
horse
is in
racing.
Louisiana.
And so what Kevin's saying is that's close enough. Okay, he's like, just deal. Close enough, close as you're going to get. All right, just I got to move on in the interest of time because we've had a kind of a surge of people coming in giving their shills, which I do want to hear. Kaz, I'm going to call on you next, and then we'll have time for 1 or 2 other ones if we are fast. So if you are called up to the stage and you want to shill and you have not yet, please raise your hand so I make sure I call you after this. But until then, Kaz, this looks like a pretty cool PFP. Kaz, you are on the 2-minute shill. Go.
Hi guys, thank you for having me on. I'm just gonna try to do this 2-minute thing as fast as possible so I don't take any more of your time. So basically, ZenCats is building awareness around the art of mindful living, using art and technology to build interactive digital journeys, products to allow its holders to obtain and experience such knowledge through interacting with the NFTs. On launch day, holders can use the staking and breeding mechanism to go through different stages of Zen to learn different virtues of mindfulness. When holders reach the last stage, Zen Master stage, they will get Zenbox airdrops from 50% of the royalty fees every 2 weeks. After the Ground Zero collection, we will work towards releasing the Awake token. And second phase of our mindful journey and content utilizing the Awake token and mini game and daily quests. ZenCats will move towards one of the first ever learn-to-earn models. ZenCats has partnered with the Concrete Jungle Foundation, which is an NGO, to donate a portion of the MIN sales to support the team at CJF to build programs and skate parks in underdeveloped countries. And also we have 7 Gate Ventures as our strategic and investment partners. I don't know if that was 2 minutes or faster. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that was way faster. Let's see, you were only at you're like 1:20. So yeah, you did great. I love Learn to Earn. Love the concept of Learn to Earn, and I think there's a big future in Learn to Earn. That's just the whole idea of being incentivized for actually learning something. I think that really has legs. So I'm
to engage with the content, especially.
Yeah, to that where you're incentivized to actually engage with it rather than, if you go to school like I did and you're just trying to read the Cliff's Notes and barely, just skate by. I think if there was an extra little incentive to be able to engage with the content and actually learn, that would be obviously better. So I appreciate that. Let's everybody take a look at ZenCats. Maybe give the Kaz a follow here and see if you can find out more about it. When's release date?
Hopefully, we're doing our best to aim for the beginning of the month. We're hopefully not gonna change it by then.
You're not considering 2/22/22?
Yeah, I was listening earlier on. I don't know. It's a very enticing number, but just the fact that there's going to be a lot of traffic and gas wars happening.
Well, so you're like you're going to be like me, where on Valentine's night I don't go out and celebrate on Valentine's night. I pick another day where it's not quite as busy, and that way I can go in the restaurant and not have to.
I know.
Yeah,
that's exactly
want to
what we
stay
did.
home and stretch, sir. Don't play.
Yeah. That's right. I just stay home and stretch and get prepared. Stretch and hydrate, bro. All right, Kaz. I appreciate you giving your input on here. We have about came to the end of our hour. I know I saw Scoop with his hand up, and Dre, you were going to give a quick little shill for a project as well.
Oh no, no worries. We'll go to Dre. I was just like thinking. I just wanted to say hi to Tim and let him know that I started a project with little clippets of his voice pieced together to give little greetings out to people.
Does it sound like a
So it's
Boyz
like
II Men
a
song?
It does. It does. It's like a serenade. Like you can only send it to people at night.
right,
I
right, right.
appreciate that, Screw. Hakuna Matata.
But of course,
I
just trying
know
to help
those
you out, bud.
lines. I know those lines that you call at night.
Those 900 numbers don't exist no more.
I like the idea of like 1,000 randomly generated Tim quotes or something like that, where it can be Boyz II Men quotes or whatever. This needs to be done. Somebody needs to figure out the AI technology to do that, or we get Tim to say 1,000 things and record them and then mint them.
Me and
Good thing is-
TRADERVERSE both need to do something like
Dude,
that.
literally, that's what I was thinking, a battle of voices or something.
How do you do that? Even like we each read something and try to be Morgan Freeman.
Yes. And then we'll have Morgan Freeman actually come on. And
Oh,
then...
he's the judge. That would be
Yes.
awesome.
I need your equipment though, TRADERVERSE.
Yeah, you got to get this Shure MV7. I don't know if I sent you that last time we talked about this. I'm going to send you a link. It'll make it easier for you if you ever want to do this.
If that's how Tim's voice sounds with no equipment, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If he had what I've got, it would just like reverberate the walls. It would be, it would change the world. Yeah. Tim needs to do that. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself short. You're not getting all the vocal range that you're talking into. All right, Dre, what's up?
All right, guys. So we have, as you guys know, the panel up here. Me, Crip. Crip's not here, of course. We have Christine, Voice of DeFi, and Scroop. We have our project called the Golden Ticket. I just pinned it up above. Make sure you guys check it out. We also will be minting on 2/22/22. Ours is a 0.03 mint, and there will be 5,000 of them. Now, let's talk about this project. Our project is basically about giving back to the community. With that 0.03 mint, you will be entered into possibly winning ETH, NFTs, and I will be working with DAO BNB to try to get you guys a free night somewhere wherever you want to go, even if I got to give it from my own black card pass. So that is where these spaces are awesome, because we get to talk to other projects and incorporate them into what we are doing. So our whole basis is giving back to the community. We know there's been so many terrible projects lately, and we have seen so many horror stories, and quite a few people that we have talked to that jump out of the NFT space because of what's going on with the NFT community. So we want to be the positive light and bring back and give back to you guys. We've already started off. We gave away our first NFT before even the mint has dropped. We gave away a Cool Monk. We gave away Feline Friends Whitelist. The Spit Bucket hooked somebody up and gave them a free sweet pass to the next upcoming UFC fight, which was awesome. So we're definitely working is just to give back to the community. This will be a project that mints every single month. So every single month you will have a chance to win something. Christine has the great idea. She called me the Oprah of giving, but now she came out with her ideas. She wants to give away something every single day. Scroop wants to give away stuff all the time also.
Yeah.
So his idea was to give away free amusement park tickets, and I'm hoping people choose Disneyland or Universal. But if we reach the 1,000 followers by our mint date, we are going to give away a 4-pack, I believe, right, Scroop?
Yeah, 4-pack either for your family or 4-pack for your friends.
Yes, to any amusement park that you guys choose. So we just want to get back and basically give the community something positive to look for every single day. You can go check our page, see if you won something. Just stay and make sure you guys follow Golden Ticket Club. If you guys follow today, right now in this space, you guys will get Gold List to mint. So if you guys are here in the space, DM the page, say I was here in TRADERVERSE, and you guys will get Gold List.
Bam.
Yep.
Bam.
We
Right
could
there.
have called it like the Oprah. Oh, we can't use her name, but like Dre definitely rubbed off on all of us, because
What?
initially I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you can't just like give away like a bunch of stuff all the time. And then I ended up like, he rubbed off on all of us, and I was like, well, why can't we give stuff away every day? Like, I know that there's going to be a giveaway every month, like 40 or 50 people get ETH, but I'm like, but why can't we use like, you know, extra money for giving stuff away every day? And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, we could do like coffees for everyone, or like we could do like Disneyland tickets. And they're like, here it goes. And then Scrupula was like, dude, no. And then he was like, okay, yeah. And then now he's giving away tickets. So we're all just straight rubbed off on us, and now we just want to give
But
And
what's
now
so fun is
it's
like,
fun though.
yeah,
Yeah.
we were in a spaces, right, Dre and Christine and Trader. Like we were in a spaces a couple days ago, and when the spit bucket gave away, like we just had so much energy in that space when we gave away the cool mug, and then spit bucket gave away something. Like it's just that whole pay it forward and the energy that this space completely needs right now.
For sure, for sure. But it's an exciting time. Hey, I do have to ask this. So 222.22 is the mint for the first month of the golden ticket. Is the idea going to be 322 and 422 and so on?
That's also actually what I was thinking, because I do just love the 2222. And that is actually part of my next tat. So the 222s might be something that we do actually stick to. It will kind of go off of how the month is going, because I want to give it a time where people have time to mint. It's not like, hey guys, you got to be on right now and it's gonna mint out. Like we want to give people time to be able to jump on and mint, as many as they need or that they want. So I want to give them at least a couple days to mint out, and we don't want to drive gas wars or anything like that. So we want to make it as affordable as possible for people. So it might fluctuate, but it will also always be about a week before the end of the month.
Gotcha. And then we can play. Y'all don't know that song. First of the month. Anybody know Bone Thugs' First of the Month? Anyway. Okay. Just checking. All right, guys. It has been great to be able to speak with you guys again on NFTuesday. I want to mention everybody that we had today. We had the Spit Bucket. We had DAO BNB, Jaws NFT, the People's Forums, the Holy Ones DAO, the Lazy Horse Race Club, the Zen Cats, the Golden Ticket, and Scrupulous six-year-old Celebrity Boogers generative NFT project. And that one may be the best one we have out of all of them. So for anybody that spoke today that was able to shill on their project, thank you so much. Make sure you give them a follow and follow along in their project to see kind of how they progress. We look forward to hearing them in the future. NFTuesday tomorrow. We'll be back for WAGMI Wednesday, when I myself, the voice of DeFi, will be back, as well as Christine Barnum. She'll be up here with me. So until then, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Love you guys. Bye.
Love y'all.
Thanks, everybody.
By Traderverse.
Thank you, guys.